Yo, what it is, man? It's your boy Citi, man, with Citi Boy Kennels. Man, I know it's been a minute. It's been a minute. But look, for all y'all new subscribers, y'all new people checking in on the video, I want y'all to go all the way back, man, and I want y'all to see how I started. And I'm working, man. I'm working. I promise you, man. I'm still trying to build my kennel, but that's not why I'm here. I had got a call from this guy. He was like, he was feeding his dog. The Victor in a blue bag or some other bag. He was like, man, I've been feeding it for about 2 weeks, and my dog haven't picked up that much weight. So I told him from my experience, I was like, I tried a lot of that dog food, but you know, if your dog is meant to be big, it'll be big. So I asked him, I say, what kind of, he said he had the XL. So I was like, well, your dog gonna be big no matter what you feed him. It's not the dog food in your dog, you know, it's the genetic of your dog, excuse me. So he was like, yeah, I know. So I was just like, man, you don't have to come on, Gate. I'm at work, y'all. Trying to get off, man. So anyway, he was asking me what I feed my dog, and I went from having 9 dogs. To actually, oh man, let the gate up. I went from having 9 dogs to 2 puppies and my German Shepherd. But I feed them the sports mix or the puppy child. And he was like, man, you feed your dogs that? And I was just like, it works for my dog. You know, basically, man, you gotta feed your dog. You gotta feed your dog what it like. If your dog like the dog chow, feed him the dog chow, and just give him enough. Give him a little bit more than what he needs. You know what I'm saying? If your dog ain't finishing his dog food, then, you know, not saying he don't like it, but just give him enough. You know what I'm saying? Where he go, you know, he or she can eat. But people think you gotta spend that buy the high price dog food. What you don't. And I'm on my way home right now as I speak, and I'm gonna let y'all look at my kennels. And I got a whole new setup, but I want y'all to go back. And check out my old videos and watch how I came. And I'm just like everybody else, man. I still right now today, I still watch videos of people's setups or how people feed their dogs. And I didn't try everything, all the raw meat diets. I didn't change I didn't try all the dog food, but I found what my dogs like. Now my puppies, they look awesome, man. My puppies look good, you know, and I was able to find what I wanted in a dog. So now I got my own bloodline, Citi Boy Kennels, Citi Boy bloodline. But it took me about 3 years just to find out how I want it. And I'm gonna tell y'all how I got my setup. Now I got my setup. It's like when I first got into, well, I've been messing with dogs, man, since I was like 6 years old. Man, I used to have mud dogs on chains, 6, 7 mud dogs on chains, and then I went with the game dogs, and then like 2014, I got my first bully, man. So, I really didn't know what I was doing with the bullies because I wasn't familiar with the bullies. But shout out J-Line Kennels, man. Lovins, man, he gave me my first bully. And it was a standard. Bully. And I really didn't know about the bullies. I was just, you know, I wanted the bully. Because it had the bold chest, but it was a, so I thought at the time, so I'm like, man, I'm finna charge $5,000 for a puppy. So I had a little puppies, and I sat on the puppies. I had the puppies for a long time. She had 8 puppies, and all the puppies got big on me because I was trying to ask for too much money. So I started asking for what they offered me. So I sold my first little puppies for $500 a piece. So I did that for a while, And at one point I had 9 bullies because I wind up keeping like 3 or 4 of the dogs because they didn't sell. So I wind up with 9 bullies. And I never bought dog food out of my pocket because every time I sold a dog, I bought 2 bags of dog food. Every time I sold a dog, I went and bought 2 50-pound bags of dog food. No matter. If I sell 2 puppies, I'm going about 4 bags of dog food. So that was the advantage I had learned. So I slowly went up on my prices on my dogs. And like right now today, if you get a puppy from me, it's gonna be $2,500. I'm just in the game to make a little money. And every day, man, I get up, like when I'm at work, like I work 14 days out of a month. So the days that I'm off, 14 days that I'm off, I get up at 5 o'clock every morning and let them dogs out and clean them cages and clean them every day. It's like, but then when I'm on day shift, I get off at 7 in the morning. I mean, I'm on night shift, I get off at 7 in the morning. I don't even go in the house. The first thing I do is go out there, let my dogs out and clean them kennels. But I'm gonna let y'all see all that though. And you know, like now, I was going, and it makes it so bad, I was going through dog food. I spent half my earnings on dog food because I'm paying $50 for one bag of dog food. So I'm selling the dog for $500. Sometimes, I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I sold it for like $300. So I'm like, man, I spent $100 on dog food. If I sell a puppy, I'm gonna spend $100 on dog food. So if I sold that dog for $300, all I made was $200. You know, if I sold it for $5, the same. I ain't making number $400. So I just got, man. So I just kept going anyway. I kept going. I used to go back packs of chicken. I'm talking about packs of chicken, ground beef. I even did the Bully Max. Man, I did all that. And I just found I went for spending like $250 a month or every 2 weeks on dog food because I had all them dogs and I wanted to be big. I wanted the best dogs, but other people used to like my dogs, said my dogs look good, but I wanted my dog to be like the next person's dog. So when I found out what I wanted, now I'm like, okay, man, this is what I want. So now I use the sports mix for puppies, or I use Puppy Child, and my dogs look good because I found out what I wanted. You know, I had dogs, and when I first started, I really didn't know what I was looking for in the dog. You know what I'm saying? So now what I look for is the head. They got nice head. So I had a male, he had a nice head. My female, her head wasn't that big, but she had a low rear. So I was like, okay. And then my male dog had the short legs. So I bred them together. It took me forever to breed, but I finally got them to stick. So she had puppies. I was like, oh, okay. So I kept a couple of them puppies, and I sold a couple dogs. And I'm like, okay. And then one of the females, I seen another female I wanted. She was shorter. She didn't really have no head, but she was shorter, and she had the short legs and the chest. So I still had the male. He was short, wide chest with the big head, and I bred that, and bam, I got it. But it took me a minute. Like I watch, man, so many videos, man, up late night, early in the morning. I watch so many videos, and I notice a lot of people don't tell y'all the truth about these dogs, man. It's like you're not just finna breed dogs, then they think you finna make thousands of dollars or quit your jobs. No. It's not that easy. Some people it might be that easy, but I tell folks in a minute, man, go back to all my videos and watch how I started. Look at all the dogs I got. Man, I done had XLs, pockets, standards, all that. Now I got pockets, but I got the pockets I want though, you know. So it's another job, man. It's hard, but it ain't hard, you know. So don't get in the game thinking you're finna make a lot of money. It's money in the dogs, but you know, I do it because I love dogs, man. And it's crazy. The puppies I got now, the mama dog got hit by a car, and we had to amputate her leg. I could have easily put her down. I could have easily put her down. But I was like, no, because she made, the dog that got hit by a car, she made what I wanted. So I was like, and the love I got for the dog, I couldn't put her down. I don't care, I couldn't put her down. It was expensive. Yes, it was. It was expensive for me to get her leg cut off, buy the meds for it, do all that. I did it because the love I have for the dogs. It's like, even though her leg broke, she's still nice and thick, and I can breed her, but I'm not gonna put her back through that. I'm not gonna put her back through that situation. She'll never have no more puppies. So I got 2 females on for her. She had 6 puppies. I lost 2. I lost 2 puppies, and I wound up keeping 4. So I raised them, and I had 3 females and 1 male. I gave I gave one of the females to the breeder, and then I wound up buying a male. He wound up dying. The dead other puppies wound up dying. So I was like, fuck. So I was like, well, I still got his son, and the son to the puppies, the little man I got now, found him in the backyard dead. Let him loose, let him out of his kennel, gave him water, come back out there, he was in the corner dead. Don't know how. They got their shots. Don't know how. I even called the vet and asked them. They was just like, they don't even know. So I'm just like, and I was still puzzled, like, how did it happen? When I looked at the camera, man, they just showed them just falling out. They just showed them, you know what I'm saying, falling out. But I'm almost at the house, and I'm gonna show y'all my new setup, and I promise you, man, I sacrificed a lot just to get this kennels, and it's not perfect, you know, it's not perfect, you know. So y'all, please, man, y'all, hey, look, y'all fucking with these dogs, man. Patience is the key. Just have patience, man, and trust your process. I promise you, man, you're gonna succeed, man. Trust your process. And I was telling the guy that the best I know, but he was like, man, but y'all dogs, I'm like, stop looking at our dogs, because I was just like you. I was thinking my dog didn't look like. Stop looking at our dog and find out what you want in your dog. Your dog might look good, but you think it's not looking good because it ain't like the next person dog. You know what I'm saying? Just, you know, just trust that process and man, keep that dog warmed and keep fresh water. I promise y'all gonna be good dog breeders and man, just keep learning everything you learn about them dogs. Every day, man, I be looking up stuff about these dogs. It's crazy, man, how I love the dogs, and then, you know, and I let my dogs, like the building I got now for my dog, I let my dog buy that building, because I got to a point when I was breeding, I wasn't spending the money. I was just putting it back. Even though I needed stuff, but I was like, no. I got these dogs, man. I'm gonna buy this building for the dogs, and you know, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it the right way. So I wanted the building. So I just, man, I sacrificed for a long time just so I can, you know, so let these dogs live the way they need to live, because they the reason they got that building. They bought that building. So right now, so just when y'all out here breeding, put a good price on the dogs, and I promise you, the puppies will sell itself. So don't think about nobody else's dog. Think about your own dog. I'm not trying to tell nobody what to do. That's what I went through. I went through a lot of the things that a lot of people went through with their dogs. But anybody gonna tell you do this, man, do that? Come on, man. They doing what they seen other people do, because I did it. I didn't see all the raw meat be done. I done did everything. The mixed vegetables, all that. I done did that. But the dry dog food, the kibbles is the best thing they eat, because I learned when you feed them that chicken, you make them prolapse, because it's soft. It's soft, so they straining the doodle. So they gonna prolapse. You know what I'm saying? It make them prolapse. But hey, they ain't gonna tell y'all that though. They not gonna tell y'all that though. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but hey, I'm pulling up in the yard, man. Give me a minute to come in the fence. Like I said, I don't even go in the house. So I'm finna get up out this car, man, and reset my camera. So I'll get back with y'all in a minute.